I will never be the same. I mean, when you get up there and you see the Earth, and it's so beautiful, and it just fills the screen, and it's not just your window, it's like everybody's window, and there's no boundaries, there's no border, there's just Earth.
I'm gonna tell you something right now. You are officially an astronaut.
What the fuck are you talking about?
She was in space, technically, for like the blink of an eye, and then she kissed the dirt, and she came down and talked about, the strength man.
Non-serious event, a PR stunt.
Calling this a crew or implying that this is some revolutionary, big glass ceiling breaking win for women is basically complete bullshit.
Now, so they go up there and they float for like 10 minutes, and then they come down.
Look at the moon. It's dark. Days!
Yeah, like, I think there was a bitch stuck on a space station for a few months. That's terribly more impressive.
Let's not minimize this.
Boinking a billionaire and getting a free ticket to space for 11 minutes. It was flat, but quiet.
The moon! You guys, I will have to tell you, look at the moon!
But this was really not women in space. It was stupid people in space. This was the lowest IQ space crew that has ever been launched from Earth.
The reason that Katy Perry is not technically an astronaut right now is because none of the people in this capsule could actually operate anything. It was all being remotely controlled.
Space exploration was to further our knowledge and to help mankind. I mean, what are they going to do up there that has made it better for us down here?
What did they do? They got in their special Oscar de la Renta designed suits, lay down in a capsule, and came back in 10 minutes, you guys.
So it was cool. They took a very, very expensive, very, very cool roller coaster ride that technically put them into space.
Something's off with her.
No, it's good.
That she needs empowerment says something sad about women because it means that even with $1 billion, they still need a boost.
It's so much money to go to space.
Yeah.
Yes. And there's a lot of people who can't even afford eggs.
Katie!
I feel super connected to love. So connected to love. I think this experience has shown me you never know how much love is inside of you.
How many billions of dollars did you just spend that could have gone to climate change? And you come down from your 30-second orbit in space and you kiss the ground and you say, we need to thank Mother Earth. We need to save the planet. You just fucking...
Think space travel is reserved for genius scientists and fearless astronauts? Think again. The universe isn't just for the smartest minds or the bravest souls anymore. It's calling your favorite celebrities. That's right. Hollywood's biggest names are trading red carpets for rocket ships, and we're here to spill the tea on who's blasting off next. Guess who's taking the headlines? None other than Katy Perry. From ego-driven stunts to eye-popping adventures, these stars are making space their next big frontier. Get ready for some jaw-dropping moments you won't believe.
Whoa. That's amazing.
So, the same celebrities who wouldn't dare leave the house without a designer outfit, even for a trip to the grocery store, are now hopping on rockets for a quick 10-minute jaunt out of this world. Forget about advancing human knowledge. Apparently, the new space race is all about who can snap the most epic zero-gravity selfie. But hey, no big deal. They're still making a difference. Right after they post that sponsored content from orbit. Because nothing says groundbreaking innovation like promoting a new skincare line from space.
I'm very disappointed and very saddened by it. And I also say this, what it's doing to inspire other women and young girls, please don't ignore that.
It's so funny. She said she's heard from women and girls who have said to her, I didn't realize this is something I could do. You know how I know that didn't happen, Megan? Because it's not something they could do. Because they're not friends with Jeff Bezos, right?
Ouch. It's a bad sign when even your famous friends can't hide their skepticism. Remember that all-female Blue Origin flight with Katy Perry, Gayle King, and a few others? Yeah, it's been anything but smooth. Turns out the critics aren't just out here on Earth. The chatter's growing within the entertainment world too. What was supposed to be a historic moment is now raising more eyebrows than applause. And trust me, the whispers are only getting louder.
That space mission this morning, that's end time shit. Like, this is beyond parody.
for what was the marketing there, and then to try to make it like I'm disgusted. Literally, I'm disgusted.
Hollywood leftists, these are the people who are supposed to love them, who are ripping these women to shreds. It's beautiful.
Just when things couldn't get spicier, Amy Schumer jumped into the mix with her usual razor-sharp humor. She played up the whole last-minute astronaut thing, taking a jab at the entire "look at me, I'm going to space" vibe of the mission. Guys, they literally added me to space at the last second. I'm going to space, and I'm bringing this, she joked. It was in my bag, I was on the subway, and I got the text. Do you want to go to space? So here I am, going to space. And the shade didn't stop there. Even Martha Stewart, queen of all things flawless, couldn't resist tossing in her own little burn. She dug up an old clip of herself weightlessly floating through space, paired perfectly with a Katy Perry lyric. Subtle? Not so much. Talk about a next-level burn.
Guys, last second, they added me to space, and I'm going to space. I'm bringing this. It was in my bag, and I was like on the subway, and I got the text, and they were like, do you want to go to space? So I'm going to space.
When the people closest to you, the ones who know the real deal, start raising an eyebrow, that's a pretty strong sign that maybe things didn't go quite as you thought. Case in point, Gayle King was quick to shut down any idea that this was just a fun little amusement park trip. No way! She made it crystal clear. This wasn't just a ride, it was a full-blown journey. And if you dare call it anything less, well, you're in for a lecture that'll leave you questioning everything.
Martha Stewart, God bless Martha Stewart. She posted something online because she went up in a flight that achieved zero gravity.
I boarded a Boeing 727 aircraft called G-Force One and experienced what astronauts feel when they reach zero gravity.
It's a complete troll. Everyone's trolling them now.
Gayle hit up social media, and let's just say she wasn't holding back when it came to anyone who dared to downplay her 10-minute space trip. But wait, it gets juicier. She wasn't just defending herself, she was going all in, turning the whole thing into a speech about how groundbreaking and inspirational it was, especially for women and young girls. Because obviously, nothing screams empowerment more than a few minutes of weightlessness and an ego boost that could rival any red carpet moment.
Please don't call it a ride. That is not a friggin' ride. Whenever a man goes up, you have never said to an astronaut, boy, what a ride. No one called that a ride. It was called a flight. It was called a journey. Because a ride implies that it's something frivolous or something that's lighthearted. There was nothing frivolous about what we did.
Got it?
Taking up space!
I got you, Flynn.
Gotcha. There was nothing frivolous. I am like Alan Shepard, and I am inspirational. I'm proud of me. Good for me.
Hold up. Let's hit pause for a second. What does it really take to earn the title of astronaut now? Are we talking years of grueling training, pushing your body and mind to the absolute limit, risking it all to uncover the mysteries of the universe? Or has the whole thing turned into just shelling out some cash for a ticket, snapping a couple of selfies in space, and bam, you're suddenly an explorer? Honestly, these are the burning questions everyone's asking, and the internet's reaction to these space tourists? Pure comedy gold.
Hours for me, I believe, are like God's laughter.
There, it's dark. It's like death.
So proud of us. I really am proud of.
I brought a daisy because I have so much love for my daughter Daisy, and I have so much love for Mother Earth. I hope they can see the unity that we modeled and replicate that and understand that we weren't just taking up space, we were making space.
It just says to me, if I can do this, I might even now get my ears pierced. I've never gotten my ears pierced because that hurts.
Meanwhile, while real astronauts are out there making history with actual space missions, these celebrities are too busy perfecting their zero-gravity poses, flashing peace signs like it's the 90s, and giving those over-the-top intense stares as if they're starring in a high-budget music video. Honestly, if you didn't know any better, you'd think they were out there single-handedly solving the mysteries of the universe, not just taking a VIP ride on a multi-billion-dollar space-themed thrill ride.
I'm going to tell you something right now. You are officially an astronaut. Oh God, pause. Can you imagine being an actual fucking astronaut? You trained for 93 fucking years. You're literally a fucking genius. You went to the Air Force when you were 18 years old. You worked your ass off. You read 1,000 billion books. You did like 40,000 fucking hours in space, learning everything.
You lost your kids
and
on a
this
Jupiter.
fucking lizard.
She's hard.
No, you're not.
It was just quiet. I don't think you can describe it.
Honestly, one is sleeping with a billionaire who created this program and is jetting people, to outer space for like 10 minutes. For as long as like your average YouTube video takes.
And then there's Lauren Sanchez. Talk about turning a space trip into a full-blown spectacle. Floating through the cosmos, she made sure to shout out a loud and proud girl power moment for the cameras. But let's be real, this wasn't about exploration. It was a masterclass in self-promotion. While the planet literally shrinks beneath them, their main concern seems to be how they're transforming the world with their 10-minute space hop. Can we talk about the drama for a second? Let's be honest, you didn't get there on your own merit. You're only on that rocket because you're Jeff Bezos' partner, and the internet wasn't exactly sleeping on that fact. Social media exploded into chaos as critics came for these space explorers like never before. You've got to hand it to the internet. It never holds back. Jokes about their egos soaring higher than the rocket itself flooded timelines everywhere. But here's where it gets even juicier. Instead of laughing it off or keeping it moving, these space tourists decided to double down, getting majorly defensive. Apparently, unless you floated in zero gravity for a whole 10 minutes, you're not allowed an opinion. Right, Gail? And apparently, this wasn't just a trip. It was a game changer for all of space travel, with women everywhere supposedly looking back at this moment in history and thinking, we've really made it. Space travel is quickly becoming the playground for billionaires who've apparently outgrown Earth, and now they're just flexing their wealth with high-profile stunts. Got deep pockets or the right connections? Forget expanding humanity's reach. You're basically paying for a first-class ticket to a space-themed amusement park. So who's next? A moon trip, where you compete to pull off the most dramatic, soul-searching gaze while rocking a spacesuit? Let's be honest here, it's not exactly a game-changing moment in history. You forked out a ridiculous amount of cash for what's essentially a billionaire's personal joyride. No one's writing your name in the history books, sorry. So the next time you see a celebrity floating in space, just know, it's more about flexing for the gram than making a giant leap for humanity. Reaching for the stars? Nah, more like reaching for those likes. What do you think about these celebrity space trips? Drop your thoughts in the comments below.